Hello, welcome to Fred TV News. I'm Richard Tinoco.
I'm Haley Kamara. Have you ever thought about recycling and how important it really is for our environment? Whether it be composting or making things out of recyclable items, recycling is definitely a must. Our first story is all about the importance to recycling.
I'm Allison Kupiak, and as you can see from the scenery behind me, I'm here at the Durfee dumpster. This is where your trash goes. So where does all this trash come from? How much is here? And what does the future hold for the Durfee dumpster?
Trash that ends up at the dump comes from Fall River residents, but also from local cities and towns. When your trash gets here, 55% gets buried in landfills, 33% gets recycled, and 12.5% goes to incinerators.
This is why I'm doing this, because there are no recycling bins anywhere in this hallway right now. I just searched this floor like 2 times and there's no recycling. This is why I'm doing this, because I care about our country.
Recycling is important, whether you live in Fall River or not, because it lessens the amount of trash you have. Approximately 31,000 households in Fall River are serviced by trash men on a weekly basis.
I think everyone should recycle, especially a school this size. We probably generate a lot of recyclable material, and it would be great to take advantage of that.
That's why we have a recycle bin. And look, you can see that it's even being utilized. Why do I encourage students to recycle? I encourage everyone to recycle. These are resources, okay? It took time and effort to make this paper. Tree had to be grown, tree had to be cut, had to be pulverized, had to be turned into paper. Use it once, throw it away, you have to grow a new tree. You want to wait 30 or 40 years for another tree? That's up to you. I take paper and I reuse it for warm-ups. Again, I recycle before we even recycle.
If you reduce the amount of trash by recycling, then these bins on the side of me won't fill up as quickly. Remember, reduce, reuse, and recycle. I'm Allison Kupiak reporting from Fred TV News.
Wow, I never realized how many people cared about recycling and how it affects us in the long run. But what exactly can we recycle?
Hi, I'm Kendra De Silva reporting on which objects are appropriate to recycle and which ones aren't. You might be surprised. Aside from the typical water bottle, soda can, and cereal box recyclables, the top 5 household items that can surprisingly be recyclable include toothbrushes, toothpaste tubes, water filters, potato chip bags, and yogurt cups.
My family recycles newspaper, glass bottles, plastic bottles, aluminum foil. We recycle everything that's recyclable, we recycle here.
I recycle cardboard, plastic bottles, and aluminum foil.
Oddly enough, pizza boxes cannot be recycled because the grease and cheese sticks to the box. In addition, disposable plastic cups, styrofoam, and boxes with plastic coatings also cannot be recycled.
I can help the recycling process by using less plastic bottles and use the refillable ones.
As you can see, a lot of household items can be recycled. For more information, visit www.wm.com/thinkgreen.
That's so interesting. I never knew that potato chip bags and toothbrushes could be recycled.
Our first story is all about how to make those recyclable items and create beautiful works of art. Let's check it out.
I'm Annalisa Pires, and I'm here to show you how to turn your trash into something useful and beautiful instead of throwing it out. If you're feeling crafty, you can take some leftover recycled items and make cute things that can last forever. Do you think it's creative to make recyclables into art, and why?
Oh, absolutely. It's more than creative. It's earth-friendly. We all want to reduce, reuse, recycle plastic cups and yogurts and snacks and all that stuff. It's our cups for water and painting. You can always use these materials. There's no sense in purchasing new plastic when you can reuse old stuff.
Even famous artists use recyclables for art. Michelle Reeder has been doing this since 1997. She uses mechanical elements. Wim Delroy uses tires to make art by carving designs into them.
I run the class mostly using recyclable materials because we have limited funds. So all the projects we work with now is all out of cardboard. So the boxes that our supplies come in and other boxes that like custodians find, things like that, is basically what we use for this whole project.
To keep the earth healthy, save your recyclables. Turn it into gorgeous art and make something new.
Well, I'm not very artistic, so I'm not sure I can make those art from those items. And it looks like it takes a lot of time to do.
Composting is another form of recycling, and that definitely takes time and dedication too, just like art. Here's our news reporter Megan Miller discovering what benefits of composting are.
Hi, Megan Miller here outside the Durfee High School greenhouse, where we find out what is composting and why is it important. Let's go find out. Composting is a natural recycling process. The most popular form of composting is with worms. Using a bin, you can put food scraps, leaves, and grass clippings. Anything that can decompose. The worms do all the work, and you're left with the nutrient-rich soil.
Composting savings really vary depending on how much you cook, depending on how much produce you use, depending on how well you take care of your recycling bin. But I would say every month I can probably eliminate about half of my pay-as-you-throw trash bag. So that's once a month. You can put in things like coffee grinds, eggshells, banana peels, shells from peanuts, sunflowers, and pistachios.
There are so many reasons you should compost, including the money you save on soil if you have a garden or are a lawn care aficionado. Composting educates people on the importance and role of nature in our everyday life, as well as reducing pest problems in your garden.
So the point of composting is to create soil that's very rich in nutrients for plants, to return nutrients back to the soil. And in order to do that, you have to know how much carbon and how much nitrogen you're putting in. You get nitrogen from things like dead leaves, grass clippings, dead plant matter like that. You generally get carbon from the fruits, the vegetables. Some people put eggshells or coffee grounds to also help get calcium sort of put back in. And the big thing with composting is that it takes time. So good composting takes at least 6 months to happen because you have to kind of put everything in and then let it sit and let the bacteria, the microbes, and the worms kind of degrade it down to those individual nutrients.
And that's it. I'll see you next time, and I hope you learned something about composting and consider doing it yourself. This is Megan Miller for Fred TV News, signing off.
The thought of composting is kind of gross, but think about how much money you'd save on buying trash bags. Our last story is all about Fall River's new trash system that took place recently. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Megan Soares, and I am here curbside in Fall River, Mass, where there has been many debates and discussion about the new Fall River City trash bag system. Let's see what this is all about.
The city of Fall River came up with this new trash system to help residents here increase the amount of items they recycle and decrease the amount they dispose of. Some people may agree with this theory, while others are upset about the extra cost.
I feel the positives is that the recycling has increased tremendously, and that will be very good for the environment. Negatively, you do have to buy the bags, make sure you have them, and be aware of what goes in the recycle bin and the trash bin. But overall, positive.
The money spent on trash bags will assist to bring more money into the city to help aid the tight budget this past year.
I think some people may struggle with the extra baggage charge for some of the garbage pickup. Although it seems like so far we're about a month and a half in, and it seems like some people are struggling with it and doing okay with it too. So it might be a good thing.
There has been much debate over whether or not this new trash and recycling plan will aid the city's budget. Time will tell. Back to you in studio.
Hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about recycling. That's all for our newscast. I'm Haley.
And I'm Richard. Have a wonderful day.